We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
The Chamizo call, some context, preface. What happened was, you guys can butt it in, correct me if I'm wrong, but allegedly, before the match even happened, Chamizo was offered a bribe of $300,000. But in the article, did they mention who offered the bribe?
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah,
That's
he didn't specify a specific
Oh
person.
no, no, yeah. I don't think it was someone
okay.
specific.
So the Azerbaijani wrestler offered whoever it was, Azerbaijan offered $300,000 to Frank Chamizo to lose the qualifying match. Obviously, Chamizo, well, not obviously, but he did decline that. And then lo and behold, the end of the match, it's a real close, tight match. And the rule in freestyle is if any supporting point touches the mat, i.e. a knee, then it's a takedown. And it was 0.5 seconds left and no takedown after three officials reviewed the call. Three.
Well, didn't they award it first?
Yeah,
and
so
then they challenged it.
Yeah, they did award it. The judges said it's a good takedown. Chamizo wins. Ramos coach challenged it, and then they overturned it. Which super crazy. To add to it is Azerbaijan makes the alleged bribe. The host country is Azerbaijan. In the finals, he's wrestling Azerbaijan. Little bit interesting.
And challenging it, I think Italy is officially challenging. Like I saw something about Italy officially challenging that entire proceeding. So I don't know what's going to happen, but if he does win, I mean, Chamizo's in the Olympics.
Well, isn't there one more chance for him?
Yeah, there is.
It's much tougher though. It's very brutal to get through that one.
Well, and Chamizo even said about the Azerbaijan tournament that he was like, I knew I was going to have to wrestle 2 to 3 times as hard because of where I am, and he knew that the corruption and whatnot. So, well, especially if you got bribed morning of weigh-ins, like,
it's just appalling. It's a shame that they allow that to happen. It's terrible publicity. So
yeah, the UWW and the wrestling. Chamizo put it on, I think, Twitter or maybe his Instagram that he loves wrestling. It's a beautiful sport, but it's so corrupt. And we're seeing this a lot now, actually, from, not to, belittle them, but like Eastern Bloc countries, as we've seen issues with Russia in the past. And now we're seeing it with Azerbaijan, which is, kind of been the running, joke about them is that they are corrupt when it comes to athletics. And we've seen them banned in the Olympics before.
Well, it's just like, and also what's interesting is the IOC as well, like them being so heavily involved in politics, like with Sadulayev, not letting Sadulayev compete because he's not speaking out against the war in a country he lives in who will probably kill him. Like, why would he speak out against that? He's an athlete. Like, what I don't understand what the IOC, I don't know what they're doing really. So
it's the same when no one bats an eye when Iran forfeits to Israel every year at Worlds, and they're like, "Oh, well, we drew a guy from Israel. We're done. Like, we're not wrestling," and no one says anything about that. But for the same reason.
The funny thing with the guys from Israel is they're from the U.S.
I know.
On top of that, it helps them. Imagine being like, "Oh man, like I have a really tough Iranian coming up. I hope I can get through it and advance myself into this tournament." And he's like, "Don't worry, I'm just not going to wrestle you." And it's like, "Oh,
yeah, Yazdani's brother didn't lost to one of the
Fine Silver for
Duke. Yeah, Fine Silver from Duke.
Yeah. Who's American, really?
It was like his only win of the tournament too. I think
it was, yes.
1-1.
Yeah. So you think the Lizard King took a bribe to get into the Olympic trial?
Yes.
Or you think he bribed his way into that bracket?
You think Chamizo
go for that? I mean, I don't understand how we qualify for the Olympic trials. Do you guys know? Like, I don't understand.
I'd have to look through the whole process again to be like, does he still have criteria from past events?
He has to have, but yeah.
He was a world team member, but he didn't place.
Are they really? I mean, that's 2018.
Well, technically, AJ Ferrari is still able to qualify for.
I was just about to say
Olympics it's from his cadet years, which is in 2016.
Yeah, well,
okay. Well,
Do you think Camizo's like, oh man, I should have taken the bribe. I lost anyway.
So Chamizo's probably not even going
No.
to make it to the Olympics.
No, he will. I think. I think
He's got a tough path, but he could probably do it. What's interesting is they did an interview with him before all this about like Kyle Dake and Jordan Burroughs, because him and Jordan were trained together this year, and he was
Yeah.
like, look, he's like, he goes, I've wrestled with them. He goes, I think this is Jordan Burroughs' year. He goes, I think it's his time to shine.
Yeah, wasn't there that quote? He was like, Dake is good, but Burroughs
he's
is
no,
on another level.
yeah, yep.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know about that.
that's high praise.
That's we'll see.
I feel like even like they should have just let both guys qualify because it was a tied match. Like it's the finals, it's a qualifying event.
I mean, I still
Instead of
think
it going to
the match
overtime,
should
having a
not be
winner per
allowed to
se.
end in a tie, but
Yeah, the criteria stuff is just
like I think it's stupid, especially for a casual fan. Like, oh, the score's tied, but this guy's winning.
they'll never understand it. It's just like impossible for somebody who is not a wrestler to like look at that and be like, this
That
makes
sense.
I
We
mean,
need overtime.
I agree.
It's more exciting too.
Well, we're all former wrestlers too, and there's
Yeah.
sometimes I'll admit where I'm like, I don't even understand.
Yeah, I'll see an exchange and I'll see like 4-2, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Even as a wrestler, you can see that, and you're like, "What is going on? Like, what? Like, this is 4. That's not like. It's just
Even wrestlers at the highest level. I mean, Gable Steveson, when he wins Olympic gold, short time left, cuts him. Like,
Oh, that's
and
not
even
allowed.
like, well, that's exactly
Maybe
it.
Gable bribed the.
But I can't remember who he was wrestling in the finals. But he looked at the ref. He's like, "What is?" He's like, "This isn't allowed."
Petriasvili.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, he was wrestling Gino in the finals, and Gino was like,
crazy.
"This is not like allowed." And the
Yeah, it
ref's
was
just
like,
like, the ref looked at me. He's like, "I don't know." And the ref's like, "Let's keep going." And then Gable got the takedown, and then Gino's like, "This is BS, dude. You can't cut me. I could stall on bottom."
You know what the best example of this is? The Yanni Zane, the whole controversy. Remember that in like 19?
Every time Yanni and Zayn, there's a controversy. So
Like it's just it's the score.
Yeah, it's
They took that to court. They took that to court.
yeah,
Court. But
yeah, it's crazy. I'm just looking at the Chimiza thing. Like 5 judges, they went to the table. They agreed that it was a takedown, and then the other coach challenges, and then they just overturn it.
well, even the commentators were like, "Hey, good win for Chamizo. It's like it's awesome to have him qualify." And then it went back, and they were like, I'm not sure what's going on." And then they said, "I guess it's been challenged, and the challenge is now upheld, and Chamizo loses." And they were even confused about it.
yeah, because it makes I just don't
because
understand.
it's robbery. It's just blatant robbery.
Yep. Yeah.
I wonder how the guy feels to be like, "Oh, like you didn't actually win, but we're gonna award it to you anyway."
If you're part of a country that's offering bribes, they don't really care.
yeah. I
about
think
the
that guy's
ethics
like,
of
"Hey,
it.
I'm an Olympian. I'm an Olympian."
Well, that's what he tried to hug Chamizo after the match, and Chamizo like pushed away from him. He's like, "Don't touch
Yeah,
him."
he's like, no, this isn't right. Everyone
You know-
knows that. Like, come on.
Not the same thing, but the Azerbaijani guy, he posted on it. He deleted all you can't comment on his posts on Instagram. Basically, like they're just
Turned off comments.
Turned off the comments. Yeah. So because he knows, because he posted on his Instagram, he's like, don't. He said something about don't complain or be a poor sport about the calls, just accept defeat. And it's just like, dude, come on, he knows.
He knows.
But he probably doesn't care because he gets to forever say, "I am an Olympian."
Yeah. Probably not even gonna medal. So
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Well, pretty crazy stuff happening in the world of wrestling. Drop a comment down below. What do you guys think about it? Do you think Chamizo is going to make qualify for the Olympics? Still got one more chance. Let us know down below. Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.